everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train. Come along with me as I do the one thing I really don't want to do. Let's inventory my freezers. Let's be honest, how many of you actually have an inventory of your freezer? I have ADHD, so if I were to make a list of things I have in my freezer and try to keep up with it, that would last maybe 2 weeks before I just gave up on it. So at the moment, I really don't have a system of keeping track of what's in my freezers. And so a lot of the stuff just gets stuck to the bottom and I forget about it for a year. But seeing as how I am making some freezer meals and I need some space for them, I need to look through my freezer and see what I have in there and try to use it all up before I make these freezer meals. So today I'm going to look through my big chest freezer and the freezer that's attached to my fridge. I'm going to inventory it all. I'm going to write it all down, and then I'm going to try to come up with some meal ideas. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even do this if I weren't doing it on video. So I'm pretty much doing this to keep myself accountable and maybe even to inspire you to look through your own freezer and see what you guys have. I'm a little scared to see what's in there, but I think I need to get started. All right, here we go. Here is everything that's in my big freezer right now. I gotta try to do this kind of as quickly as possible so that nothing up front starts to thaw out. So let me grab some gloves and get to work. It's kind of hard to get a good shot of the entire freezer, but I'm gonna try. So one thing that I do to take inventory, I've talked about this before, is instead of having paper with me as I am going through it all, I use a voice recording app, which in this case is my video that I'm taking right now. So I'm just going to list things off as I pull them out, and then I'm going to rewatch the video so I can actually write them down and take the inventory. So first off, these baskets right here, I try to use for frozen fruit, little snacks that we can just pull out right away. So I have a bag of sliced bananas. I have a ham and turkey sub kit, so it has just ham and turkey in there. I have a bag of pizza sauce, homemade, actually 2 bags of pizza sauce, and I have 2 bags of cranberries in there. I don't know what I'll use those for just yet. I also have the other basket on the other side, which also has some frozen fruit. These are smoothie kits. I have 5 bags of smoothie ingredients. And then I have jalapeno and cheese salmon hot dogs and a little bit of bananas over here. Okay, looking further, I have 3 packages of leftover birthday cake from Allison's party. Okay, I have some pizza Lunchables. This is from Mr. Max, my grocery outlet. They were giving these out for free. So there are 6 pizza Lunchables in here. I have some banana bread that's probably not good anymore. It is covered in ice crystals. I have 3 bagels, a package of butternut squash puree. Oh, I've got some biscuits that go with some chicken pot pie that's in here. I have some ice pops that was supposed to go to school and they somehow got lost in here. I have 2 chicken breasts. I have a package of boneless chicken thighs. And I have 3 bags of these cheesy cauliflower rice, little saute bags. I found 2 very large chicken breasts. Okay. I have some turkey sausage, some deli roast beef. I have some ground bison. I don't remember ever buying that. Then I have some ground turkey. So this bag here is typically where I put all of the meat that I have. whether it is like uncooked or already cooked. So I'll just put those guys down there. Okay, I've got some teriyaki meatballs. This is a dinner that I could cook one night. I made chocolate protein bars, so that's them. I have 2 homemade bagels, a bag of lemons that I got discounted. Make that 2 bags of lemons. I have banana protein bars. Then I found some deli chicken breast. I'll put that down in the meat area. And I found some vegetable egg rolls. Holy cow. I know there's a lot of frost in here. I do plan on trying to defrost this before adding anything else to it. But let me try to put everything back where it belongs. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. My fingers are freezing. Okay, this one may not be quite as bad because I do tend to take a lot of things out of this. So we can start. I have Uncrustables. There's a few left in here, but we use them up pretty quickly. I've got like partial bag of popcorn chicken, and I think that's like vegetable scraps. Okay, I've got some dino nuggets right here. I have half a bag of peas, half a bag of corn. I have a tub of ice cream, a half bag of blueberries. I see some green beans back there. I have another partial bag of blueberries. Oh boy. Some pepper and onion blends. I see another partial bag of corn. And then in this monstrosity, I see a partial bag of tater tots. 1, 2, 3 bags of broccoli, a whole bag of corn, I have half a bag of shredded hash browns, a bag of broccoli stir fry, and another bag of green beans. Okay, so there's all of that. Let me try to inventory everything now. So I use Trello for basically everything when it comes to meal planning, all of my blogging things, my Etsy store, everything goes into Trello, and it's just an easy way for me to keep track of everything. And being able to use like my voice recorder app or even just the video like I just did with this, it really helps to listen back and be able to type everything in instead of trying to write it all down. So I was able to write everything down here in Trello, looking at the checklist, and then it was time to look for different things to make with them. The biggest one is deli meat. So deli meat, it thaws easily and you can eat it as a sandwich. I usually have to use paper towels to dry it off a little bit because it is wet. It's very wet after it thaws out. So I was looking for ideas on like how to use it in cooked dishes. Things like egg casseroles, those are super easy to add like diced deli ham and things like that. Biscuit cups and other things. The chicken, I knew I would be able to use it within a couple of weeks, so that was not a huge deal. And then vegetable soup is an easy way to get rid of all of that corn and peas. And then a stir fry, I can also use at the deli meat. I can use those stir fry veggies. So little things like that, just trying to use up everything in my freezer. So I was able to come up with like 8 or 9 meal ideas, most of which used up that deli meat, which for me was the top priority. So this will probably help me save money on groceries the next few weeks as well because I already have meals planned. All right, well, I found at least 9 different meals that I could use with a lot of that stuff. Some of the things like the chicken breast, I know I'm going to use up really soon because I always use that throughout the week as like different meals. Honestly, I'm pretty embarrassed at some of the stuff I threw away. Like 4 years ago putting that stuff in the freezer. Like, that's kind of unacceptable. So I'm gonna have to somehow do better as far as not buying impulse purchases and putting them in the freezer thinking, yeah, I'll use them up soon. I know I will. But maybe Trello is my system for trying to keep inventory. It's not going to be perfect. I don't think I'm going to update it every single time. But maybe if I'm just more mindful as to how much I'm putting in my freezer and exactly what I'm putting in there, that might work out a little better. But it's done. I'm happy it's done, and I'll be able to pull a lot of that stuff out of the big freezer so I can defrost it just in time to make some freezer meals. I know that's kind of weird. Like, I'm emptying out my freezer just to fill it again, but that's how life is. So leave me a comment and tell me, how do you guys organize your freezer? How do you keep track of what's in there? If you have a system that works for you, let us know and maybe we can find some new ideas. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later. Are you looking for easy dinners to feed your busy family? Click the link in the description to grab a free recipe book with 10 simple and delicious dinners that my family loves. Download it now and tell me what you think.